It is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 2nd of December. I'm Michael Groff. Mostly cloudy skies around the valley today, maybe a sprinkle someplace, but the big story will be the cooler temperatures and the very windy conditions in parts of the southwest today. So a lot to talk about. Let's get out there and look at it right now. Partly to mostly cloudy skies in the valley this morning at 5:45 a.m. at Sky Harbor Airport. We're at 46 degrees right now. Dew point at 30. Relative humidity 53%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around south central Arizona and across the metro area at this hour, primarily in the 40s to near 50 degrees. See plenty of mid and high-level clouds in the satellite picture right now in association with a deepening low-pressure area that'll be setting up over the state today. Not much on the radar right now, but you see a few blips out there. This is mainly virga. Anything that you're seeing here, I would imagine almost all of it is not reaching the ground. But in northern Arizona, yes, there is some snow. Again, if you're seeing any at all, little tiny snow grains or a snowflake, certainly not out of the question up by Payson or just north and east of Camp Verde, up toward the Flagstaff area. I would imagine there's a little bit of snow flying right now, but again, probably not accumulating. On the watch warning map, high wind watches, high wind warnings, wind advisories in Southern California today. So you're heading on the I-8 or I-10 corridors over towards SoCal this afternoon. You're going to run into some windy conditions, blowing dust possible. Wind gusts to near 50 miles per hour at times out that way. And that goes true for southern Nevada, northwest Arizona today also. Otherwise, not a whole lot to talk about out there right now. On the convective outlook, there's a marginal risk of severe weather today for places like Victoria, Laredo, Corpus Christi, Texas. And as far as our weather goes, we'll get into the forecast and all the details as we take a look at the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. Low pressure area developing over western Arizona this afternoon. Rapidly intensifying lows, so again, that's where those windy conditions will come into play. It'll be breezy here in the Phoenix area today, too. I think we'll see wind gusts occasionally 20, 25 miles per hour at times. I don't think we see a lot of blowing dust in the valley, though. The sky will be partly to mostly cloudy, mainly mid and high-level clouds today. It will look kind of ominous. It'll look like rain, but it probably won't. Even if it does, we're talking about sprinkles, maybe a light shower, nothing that's going to amount to measurable rain. We're going to keep the chance of rain out of the forecast. But could you run into some light rain someplace? Yeah, sure. And in northern Arizona, maybe a flake or two of snow in the higher elevations. But again, nothing really major there. The big story will be the wind and the cool temperatures. Highs today, mainly in the low 60s here in the valley. Now, this is the high-res NAM tonight at 9 p.m., and yeah, sure, it's showing some little spotty areas of precipitation, but again, I imagine most of this will not be reaching the ground. Tomorrow, that low will continue to drop straight south over northern Mexico, and so it'll be creating a lot of precipitation there. New Mexico, Texas, and points east. Boy, a lot of rain there. An isolated shower maybe in southeast Arizona, and we'll still see some breezy conditions here in the valley tomorrow. But the sky will become mostly sunny later in the day. The clouds will be on their way out of here, and high temps low to mid 60s. On Sunday, we're dry with generally mostly sunny conditions. High temps mainly in the mid 60s. Mid 60s, perhaps upper 60s on Monday. Forecast confidence starts to go down at this point forward, though. This is Tuesday off the GFS, and it shows, boy, that trough that we were talking about to come in here next week, it's moving it very, very quickly across the northern tier states, and almost all of the cold air misses Arizona completely. But this is the European at the same time, and it shows a much colder system moving into the western states. The cold air much further to the south, and if this were to verify, which I believe it will, or at least some semblance thereof, we'll have high temperatures near 60, the sky partly cloudy here in the valley. This is the gem at the same time, and again, it shows a deeper system over the west too, and a cold system. I think the bulk of the energy still stays north of Arizona, and we're going to keep the forecast dry as a result, although both of the European and Canadian models do suggest the idea of maybe an isolated shower Tuesday night or Wednesday here in the valley. I don't think so. Again, highs near 60 both Tuesday and Wednesday, lows upper 30s to low 40s. Models come back into pretty good agreement by the end of the week. Kind of interesting that they sort of have a better solution, better handling further out than they do in the short and medium term. But we'll see high pressure building in from the west, dry west to northwesterly flow coming back by Thursday, highs low to mid-60s. This is a week from today, Friday, December the 9th. Mainly zonal flow here in the southwest. High temps would be rebounding a bit, mid to upper 60s with the sky mostly sunny. Same for Saturday, December the 10th. And this is the end of the forecast period, Sunday, December 11th. That's a pretty strong high over the eastern Pacific, 591 decameter ridge to our west. So a deep northwesterly flow would be in place here in the southwest. High temperatures, if this were right, could very well climb into the low 70s. And again, we'd see virtually cloudless skies around here. All right, numbers off the European through the period. And yeah, we'll see a cool down next week. Highs getting down to the upper 50s. I don't think we're going to have low temperatures getting quite that cold. But I would say we may very well get down into the upper 30s sometime the middle part of next week, and then a rebound in temperatures. And temps may, in fact, come up higher than this by about the 9th or the 10th or 11th of December for sure, if that ridge were to be as strong as advertised. And we'll see. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Thank you, as always, so much for watching, and have a great Friday.